I don't think there was. Anything is possible, but he sure didn't look like it. And for $80 million just on my accounts, you know, that number's got to be massive, and nobody noticed anything. So, all right, guys, the attendance tonight was 20,076. Obviously sold out. Gate was 26.4 million, highest gate in history. The fight of the night, not a shocker. Roy Vol, Kavanaugh, and performance went to Bobby Green and Patty Pimblett.
Dana, can you, I think we're all trying to process everything. I guess, can we get your immediate thoughts? It felt like, honestly, one of the best fight cards of all time, and then we get to this weird main event ending. So I guess your immediate thoughts as you sit there right now.
Yeah, listen, everybody who knows anything about the fight business, and it's been a big topic of discussion leading up to this fight. 5 years off in this sport is rough. And like you said, great card, unbelievable. I mean, the Patty Pimblett thing right before, you just feel it all in the air. Here we go. I mean, I was expecting at least a one-round war, or, you know, who knew what Conor was capable of as far as cardio or whatever else after a 5-year layoff. And, well, there you go. I mean, we're assuming blown ACL. I'm no doctor, but that's what I figured when I saw it, and doctors think the same thing, too.
I was going to ask you, have you had a chance to talk to Conor? It sounds like you've talked to the medical team. Have you talked to Conor? Do we know exactly the extent of what happened?
I haven't. Is he coming out here? We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he left the arena, right?
Then the answer is no. We'll find out when he gets an MRI.
You touched on the co-main event on a much different note. Like, Patty's been building to this for a long time, but I don't know. The entrance felt special. The performance felt special. Can you talk about kind of feel like he ascended even to a different level tonight?
Yeah, I don't know the way you guys, but he gained so much respect in that last fight. Like, my social team is telling me, after that last loss, he gained like 2 million followers on social media, like from that night to the next morning. And the way he came in tonight, it felt like he was the world champion. And if you break this fight down, I felt like St. Denis' chance to win this fight was to keep it on his feet and strike, and then he shoots right in for a takedown. Very, very crazy, and what a nasty choke he put on him, and it was incredible. Incredible performance for as short as it was.
Yeah. And obviously we're not going to matchmake, but do you think about his next step? Because he just lost to the champ, right? But he also feels like one of the biggest stars on the roster right now. So is it a #1 contender fight? Do you look outside the division? Like, what kind of ideas do you have for what to do with it?
I have none right now. I have none. Yeah, I don't know. Think about it over the weekend. And again, Tuesday we get in a room and we'll talk about it. We'll see what's next.
Fair enough.
Dana, fancy flying high kick, not to say the least. Yesterday we saw Conor putting sneakers on. He looked like he had a hard time putting out his sneakers. Could he have been injured before the fight?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, that I don't know. I mean, the day of the press conference, he came running out of the back and ran right up to him and stopped abruptly and, squared off with him. They were pushing foreheads. And
I'm just wondering if something happened within the last 24 hours. I don't see it on the landing, the actual landing of that flying.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that, but I didn't see. The doctors checked him out before they fight, and he looked damn good at the press conference, and he looked fine at the weigh-ins.
It's just a question of getting paid if you step in the cage.
What's that?
The question of getting paid as you step in the cage was.
Well, listen. If anybody saw anything that could have possibly made him look weak or injured leading up to this fight, I mean, what the fucking face-off do? 44 million in 24 hours? More than 44 million views. Somebody would have saw something. Anybody see something? No. If they did, they didn't say it, which is impossible. Nobody would do that.
Dana, there were a lot of big storylines heading into this fight, including Gable Steveson making his UFC debut. He's been a highly touted prospect, Olympic gold medalist, and he went out there and just had a rumble with Elijah Ellison. Wanted to get your thoughts on his performance and just that fight in general.
It was incredible. So normally what happens is, and especially for as long as I've been in this business, you sign a big, badass, high-level wrestler like that, they come in and stink the place up and, lay on the ground for. That dude did the exact opposite. He looked like a mixed martial artist. He didn't look like a wrestler to me. And he's fun, throwing kicks, punches, willing to stand in the pocket and bang. a lot of wrestlers don't like to get punched in the face either. So, yeah, he's fun. It's going to be interesting.
A lot of similarities, especially with the striking, to John Jones, who's obviously in his corner, and obviously they have a great relationship. Did you have a chance to talk to John? Like, I know you guys spoke for like 10 seconds at the ceremonial weigh-ins, but did you and John have a chance to talk?
No, we haven't. He said, "Hey, your best friend's here," at the weigh-ins when I saw him. That was the extent of our conversation.
I don't know if you heard, but Herb Dean, every time that he got announced, he heard it a little bit from the fans, getting booed a little bit. Do you have any thoughts on that and kind of exactly what he could do to maybe win back the fans?
I mean, that's a commission issue. It's not mine, and yeah, no, we have nothing to do with that. Herb's a nice guy, and I think in any sport, like I always say, a lot of mistakes are made. I don't know anything about soccer, but I heard that there were like 30-something mistakes that helped the team win it. You know, this shit always happens in every sport. So when we were talking about the guy over here earlier asking about there being a pre-injury, just on my accounts, the face-off that day is at 80 million views, right? So if there was a pre-existing injury, somebody would have noticed it. He was limping, put his shoes on, he ran right at him. I don't think there was. Anything is possible, but he sure didn't look like it. And for 80 million just on my accounts, you know, that number's got to be massive, and nobody noticed anything. So there you go.